Now I can't deny, drive myself crazy with the reasons why I can't come to terms with the word goodbye. And the reason is there's no reply. Spread some sunlight on my darkest days, darkest days. Show me the beauty when the color fades, color fades. Give me the courage so I'm not afraid, so I'm not afraid. Spread some sunlight on my darkest days, darkest days. Spread some sunlight on my darkest days, darkest days. Show me the beauty when the color fades, color fades. Give me the courage so I'm not afraid, so I'm not afraid. Spread some sunlight on my darkest days, darkest days. Yeah, I want you to listen to me. Now pay attention. Welcome to my sideshow, enjoy the free admission. The drama club isn't accepting submissions. Done with all that bullshit, this family's nothing to fuck with. Unless you really want it, then we'll add you to that hit list. Tried to prevent these events to such extent, I gave in. I was you in the end. I take 2 sets forward and I take 3 sets back. You can hear the contradiction, maybe I really am a psychopath. The meaning in life, it's not a secret that you keep. It's days and weeks of feeling weak, no sleeping and repeat. Lose your mind and then you find it and get buried underneath the happiness, the pain, and you be getting no relief. What the fuck am I saying? All you faggots paying attention. God blessed you with ears, but you idiots never listen. I guess in what I'm saying, since there is no comprehension, my bleeding heart fell apart, let it be your intervention. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. I sit back and I reflect and I think about the past. It's set in stone, I have to view it through the glass. Made a lot of mistakes, I'm learning to adapt. I sit alone and overanalyze the aftermath. No straight and narrow, always seeking out a shortcut. And in the further back, see me playing catch up in the days of sin. Wonder are my days really numbered? Shit, I don't know, but I ain't getting any younger. Not made up, but I made up. I suggest that you just keep it. Had to lose my brother to learn the value of relationships. I can't forget, I take myself a little trip down memory lane. It's as real as it gets. Sometimes I scare myself from what I really might do. I keep telling you, I've got a couple screws loose, but you refuse to believe the things that I say to you. That's okay, you can join me in the institute. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. I am back, I am better than ever. I survived a little storm and kept my own shit together. But inside my desperation, I was seeking desperate measures. There's a change up in the seasons, and I'm just a little weathered. There's a thin line between happiness and misery. Pursue the truth, life is not a fucking mystery. Get a clue, common sense is not your enemy. I was just like you, concerned with just the victory. I used to be a hothead, got a firm grip on my temper. I'm on that next level, balanced and I'm centered. Pain is dangerous, it seems to be my motivator. I'm the type to shoot first and ask the questions later. Can't tell me nothing, this motherfucker knows I tried. I sent him messages, 1,000 prayers with no reply. Can't call my nightmares with a motherfucking lullaby. So fire up that cigarette, pour a shot to multiply. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. Lean back, come on, get relaxed. Take another hit, headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. With clenched fists, my hands steady. I'm ready to take this leap of faith, and my palms sweaty. I'm so afraid, in a state of panic. I'm a basket case. I step back. I'm hell bent. In this first attempt, gotta keep the pace. If God forgives, I'm ready to live this life. Fool if I'm promised days. So fuck it now, I'm all in. Hate motherfuckers wanna keep me down, and what goes around, it comes around. If heaven don't want me, then I'm hellbound. And inside my man, it's so outside land. Set fire to the past, walk through these ashes. Fighting for the best, still black, Fred is strapping. Come and take a ride with me, motherfucker, hop in. Welcome back at a full clip. All aboard this crazy train.
Hey. What's up? You ought to be able to hear me now, by God. Season 2, wild as fuck. If you can't hear me now, just leave.
You put me up on this pedestal, but I love you, and I can't deny. Drive myself crazy with the reasons why I can't come to terms with the word goodbye. And the reason is there's no reply. Spread some sunlight on my darkest days. Show me the beauty when the color fades. Give me the courage, so I'm not afraid. Spread some sunlight on my darkest days. Spread some sunlight on my darkest days. Show me the beauty when the color
Welcome. We are live, Patriots. Mount up. In the shaggin' wagon, baby. My camera is moving. It's bouncing and shit. Damn it. Need a better way to mount that.
Remember this, I live my life with the best of intentions. Don't bullshit me, it's hard to believe. And everything around me is so diseased. So answer this, who the fuck are you? And who the fuck am I supposed to be? Should I listen to God and all his prophets? To the degree that aligns my pocket. Listen to the hypocrites compared to the prophet. Listen to the pain that I've clearly adopted. I can't move on.
This is only a test. We're not actually even streaming tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to shut it down now. That's right. Hashtag Season 2 Wild AF. Season 2 Wild AF. Use that everywhere you post the stream. People need to know. It's getting wild over here.
Show me the beauty when the color fades. Give me the courage, so I'm not afraid.
Can someone type something on Facebook? I'm not seeing Facebook chat. Oh no, I'm sorry. I see some of it. I'm sorry, I'm late. Mississippi in the house. Yeah, I'm seeing some of it. Never mind. Thank you, guys. Yeah, let's have a call in. You can call me in a pizza if you want. I heard my haters are getting stronger.
Welcome to my side show. Enjoy the free admission. The drama club isn't accepting submissions. Done with all that bullshit. This family's nothing to fuck with. Unless you really want it, then we'll add you to that hit list. Tried to prevent these events to such extent. I gave in. I was held and I still lost you in the end. I take 2 sets forward and I take 3 sets back. You can hear the contradiction. Maybe I really am a psychopath. The meaning in life, it's not a secret that you keep. It's days and weeks of feeling weak, no sleeping and repeat.
Where have you guys been? I haven't seen you in chat recently.
What the fuck am I saying? All you faggots paying attention. God blessed you with ears, but you idiots never listen. I guess in what I'm saying, since
the second part of the tour is kicking off and all kinds of shit. Where have we been?
Come on, get relaxed. Take another hit. Headed for a relapse. Lose your mind with me. Lose your mind with me. Lean back. Come on, get relaxed. Take another hit. Headed for a relapse.
I know that Patriot Street Fighter's channel went down because every time it does, they find my Patriot Street Fighter's a piece of shit video, and they leave a bunch of hate on it, and that's what I've been doing lately, dealing with the haters. Believe it or not, this is my dad's idea. He called and said, hey, we can do this. My brother to learn the value of relationships. I can't forget. All right, boys, here we go. Memory lane, it's as real as it gets. I hope you missed it, because here it is.
Hey.
Teach me how to dubby.
Hey.
They be like,
ooh,
will you teach me how to dubby? You know why? Cause all my bitches love me. All I need is a beat that's super bumping. And for you, to back it up and dump it.
Pump it out.
Put your arms
Pump it out.
Lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie, right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody fucking with my bro from Morningside. He go by Bubba and he hits the dance with thunder.
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. You ain't fucking with my Dougie. Break it down.
你好吗？真长你好高兴，这真快乐，没过来。
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
I ain't from Dallas, but I D-town booty. I
Yes,
show my
Papa.
boobs off now, everybody trying to do me. I lead our functions and all the ladies trying to screw me.
Sweet.
Now you just do you, and I'ma do me.
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
Word.
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. You ain't fucking with my Dougie.
This is a really hard job. Literally.
Help us.
Say what?
That is a remix by our one and only BT. Thank you for the music, BT. Thank you for the music, Jay Reese, and the artwork by Raina, wife of Zay, who sometimes is in the chat. You guys will see him around. I'm Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional, thrown together in the back of my dad's shaggin' wagon. This is all wood grain, faux leather interior, the smell of cheap spray-on perfume, and strippers. So here we go. We are back temporarily from the shaggin' wagon as we get ready to set up. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Sorry I've been away a little bit. I had no internet, but now I'm back. At least for a while, I think, because I've got the shaggin' wagon. And we ran internet out from my dad's house. I ran it over to his house to get him a better connection. Branched it off. And then was able to put us some internet out here in the van. So this is our new setup. I don't even have a show prepared. What I was planning on doing was getting like a good show put together, really laid out all the links, all the hot topics I wanted to point, writing it all down, getting everything set up, and then going over to Kenny's house and doing, maybe 2 or 3 shows before the internet came back on the 6th at the camper. And then my dad had the idea that he wasn't using his van right now. He's been having some health issues or whatever. So the van's empty. It's very roomy. And I've got 285 feet of Ethernet cable. So here we are. So I don't even have a show planned. I figured we'd start with some Scott McKay's how I really got started in this. So I figured we'd start with his roundtable and check it out. Thank you for joining us tonight. Like I said, Will Bird, Cold Beer Confessional, we're back. Van down by the river, that's right. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I would appreciate it. Share it to all your friends. Try to get the numbers pumped up for at least a return show. And we'll do some recaps. We'll do some catching up, and maybe I'll be able to plan out a show tomorrow. Get here a couple hours early and put some stuff together. If you want to support the stream above and beyond that, you guys know how to. So cultclub.com goes to Stream Elements. The robot will put it in the chat, the chat bot. We also have Buy Me a Coffee /cold beer and the GoFundMe. I'll drop those just to make sure the bot's working. If you want to do that, you're more than welcome. If you don't. I'm also starting a multi-level marketing scheme. It's just called Pyramids, where we sell pictures of pyramids, but you make zero money off the pyramids. You actually have to build a pyramid of people below you to make any money off the pictures of pyramids that are worthless. If you want to join my network, please reach out to me personally at d-rod86 at gmail.com. That's how you join my network. It's called patriotswitchpyramids.com. patriotswitchpyramids.com. Thank you for joining us. Let's hop into some Scott McKay. I've missed you guys. I've missed streaming. I want to hop into a Scott McKay video and just get started. It seems like it's going to be a good one. He's got David Nino. He's got Jaco. Let's see what they were talking about most recently on the 23rd. So that's 2 days ago. Oh my God. Hold on. That was extremely loud. I didn't even have your audio turned on yet, and that was so loud. it hurt my ears. So let's try that one more time. Let me get your audio turned up for the best intro music in all the land. Here we go. But
we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, government...
To be clear, I'm not selling physical pyramids. They're actually digital downloadable e-copies of pyramids, pictures that I drew as a child.
...are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly, all experience has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed.
But
when a long train of abuses and usurpations, the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their
duty
to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. The world is waking up, and this
is the tipping point.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott McKay here, Patriot Street Fighter. We tonight are...
By the way, so if you guys don't know, Bradford, Brad Emeny, I think is what his name's short for. He was recently busted for sharing all these other people's memes and videos and everybody else's content, because basically all he does is he's in a Facebook group and people send him like pictures and videos and stuff. And I know I play other people's content and I have, genuine unique thoughts about their commentary and thoughts and stuff that I share about it and make fun and whatever. He just says, hey, this is cool, check this out. Or I got something awesome for you, watch this. And he adds nothing and takes nothing away from the video. He's just stealing other people's content a lot of times, especially usually his first video or two. And he never mentions the creators. He never tags who made it. Even he has, I have Cold Beer Confessional all over my page, and then, of course, I have my spinning head that we use sometimes when I'm thinking. So he has Brad's little talk show down in the bottom corner, which is technically a watermark. So if someone was to grab one of his videos, that would be a watermark over it. You couldn't share his video without it seeing Brad's little talk show. Well, like iDrop Media and other places that make these videos, some really good videos like Hop Videos. They're not very happy with Brad for sharing their content, not shouting them out. They've been asked to stop. He even hijacked the name for his little get-together he had in Kentucky for the same one that QAnon John put on in Dallas. Same name. They ended up having to change it, and he was called out for that. And he should be. I mean, he of course, he responded with anger and called them idiots and blah. Same thing he did when I called him out. But to be honest, Scott McKay's whole intro is nothing but stolen memes and video clips and pictures. Even the flaming Q he uses, everything he uses in his intro, he just stole from a QAnon Instagram page. That's it. So he needs to be called out exactly the same. What the hell is Sriracha doing over there? And who is Mel K looking at? She's lusting after some. Is that the only picture she has? Jesus Christ. I got to get me a leather beret.
Are actually on Patriot Street Fighter 24. I forget where we are, folks.
Oh, no. One of them's called the Bald Avenger.
Great to see you back.
Oh, thank you very much. That was from Karen McNeil, 1336, into the ties of the Cold Beer Cult. Great to see you back. Thank you very much. Also, I forgot to say, Joy Harp did a donation while I was live streaming from my phone, and those alerts don't come up most of the time when I'm on my phone. I don't have a good enough connection. So thank you for that as well, Joy Harp. And that last one was from Karen McNeil. Thank you for those donations. They're all the Bald Avenger except for Sriracha and Mel K, and they're women. Like, how did they pick who got that name? We'll share it. You get it this week.
It's an impossible situation. I don't even remember where I am in my own house, and it has nothing to do with me or my house. It's not that big. It's YouTube. I can't keep track. Hi, Susan Wojcicki. Here I am again. This whack-a-mole is getting fun. I feel like a freaking groundhog.
I'm back.
Chase me all over the place, except Susan Wojcicki.
If you don't know, the way we left off the first part of the camper series of season 2, before we moved into the Shaggin' Wagon series, the way we left off is the bishop is slaying hoes, and David Nino Rodriguez is so fucking mad at me. He can't even speak about it without screaming into his camera at a level that his actual lens on his camera vibrates. So the bishop is slaying hoes, and David Nino is got a good one on for me.
I mean, where do you go with that?
I hope he mentions me.
Hey, man, prune those videos. That's what I've been doing. You got to try to evade it the best way possible. And I know you have so many backup channels. I know. I just don't want to do that.
Will the poor boy be here? I don't.
Videos, anything that's older than 2 weeks old.
Has anyone noticed that Jaco's pool keeps changing orientation behind it? Last time it ran this way. Now it runs this way. You think he's just having pools installed and removed to hire new pool boys? He looks like he'd be into maybe some asphyxiation. Maybe he's strangling the pool boys to death. He buries them in a shallow grave in the previous pool, destroys it, and builds a new pool.
I take down, it goes up on my BitChute, and then it goes behind my paywall, which is ninoscorner.tv. It's the way I do it, man. I just...
I'm excited now. He explains milk toast. I'm sure he explains it wrong.
Get your channels nuked instantly. Don't ever have Mel K on your show. It won't make it out of the platform.
That's what I've heard. I mean, she told me it just got nuked with you, right?
No, listen, I love Mel, but we're done, sister. We're done. You can come out on the tour, but that's it. But no more channel. Yeah.
Oh, I know he's homosexual. Yeah, he was in the Navy. That's 1 and 1 is 2, buddy.
It was funny. I heard that.
Quick, huh?
Dude, I don't judge.
It was a land speed record. I was like, when I heard that, I was like, Mel K, 4K. That's a record. Awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, how long was it?
I quit going live with her because it's like we get together and it's like it's the same thing. It's like boom. It's
no platform's going to put a porn star on there, but so many times
it's just recorded. And I like
look at Mad Max Maddie,
the star right now, as far as keeping the channel going for a long time. You're right at that 200,000 mark, and I was there, and I went 202 or something like that, and then
boom, yeah,
it's and they went back and they you're talking about. They went back and found some other stuff, and they're like, yeah, this, you're gone. I was like,
yeah. That's why I just delete it, man, because everything gets backed up on my BitChute anyway. And then I just started a Rumble channel. Now.
Good. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I just did that. So just in case, because I know,
you look like you're ready to rumble.
You got 180 or something crazy or more.
You know what, dude? It's like one.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting huge, and you got to see how many people are in my Patriot network. What it does is it provides American jobs for American patriots. Really only the top 16%. We take money from the lower 84% and give it to the top 16% so they can brag about it online. But don't worry, you'll be up there one day.
194K on Rumble.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
Very good.
And look, for me, it was amateur hour. I've been watching you guys for a long time. I didn't learn anything. I wasn't like coming on strategy. Hey, here's what they do. I'm like, I have no idea what to do, and I don't want to ask them because these guys are like studs. They'll say, "Get out of here!"
Oh no. I learned from both of you guys. It's good. It's good. It's a team effort. I like it, and I think a lot of people that follow us are appreciating it. So it's
y'all are idiots, dude.
Back in the SEAL teams.
Here's how you build a channel with 200,000 people on Rumble. You sell hopium. That's it. You say what they want to hear. Trump's coming back. This audit's going to be huge. Oh, it looks like the audit was nothing, but it's actually gigantic. Wink, wink. You and I know this. I used to live on Venus. We're all going to turn into light beings. Oh, did I mention Trump's coming back again?
And you know,
Get out of here.
David's like he's like the guy going through the door, you know, shooting everybody that moves. And Scott's calling the shots. He's calling, and the helos calling, and you know, the gunfire from the ships and stuff. So it's cool.
It's a perfect team.
It is.
Oh
man.
yeah, definitely.
I'll tell you what. This is our best.
And Jackels, the guy who claims that he's never killed anybody, but except when he was under mind control.
Hey, Bear Man.
Hey, Beer Man, Yori bought you 4 6-packs. Making Grifters cry again. Let's go, Papa Beer Man. Let's go. Let's get it.
This is my best show.
Thank you very much, Yori.
When you guys come on, it's like nuclear. I think the last one we did had like really
nuclear
40 million views, and that was on a channel
Bro.
that had like 20,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Only
Oh my
around
God. Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
like a week. But yeah, that's why. I mean, I like you guys because you're good guys, but I really like you to get me, good traction with the audience.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. However you can use somebody, buddy. That's what you need.
It's good. It's always good, you know. It's always good.
But here's what you do with
right
Rumble
out there.
is, if you haven't done this, David, see what I do is I use these clowns for their video compression rates and live streaming. And if I'm behaving myself, I get them down quick, but I get everything on Rumble. The first thing I do is I get it on Rumble because I know it's archived. And, I've never gotten past like 152,000 on YouTube, but I can't barely get past, 20 or 15,000.
Yeah, but
that's because Scott McKay, okay, if you go look at his channels on, what do I use? Social Blade. Go look at his channels from Patriot Street Fighter all the way to Patriot Street Fighter 27 or whatever the fuck he's on. When he first went down, he would rebuild incredibly quickly. It would be down, then right back up, down, then right back up, down, then right back up. And the more times he was struck down, the slower he rebuilt each time. Less people are coming back because some people subscribe. They sit around, they hear some bullshit they don't like, they leave, but rarely do they unsubscribe unless you really piss them off. It's hard to get people to unsubscribe. So once that channel's nuked and gone, they don't come back to subscribe to the new channel. That's why he can't build as many. He can be on there just as long. It might be every 3 months his channel gets fucking destroyed. Every month his channel gets destroyed. He'll be on there just as long, and then he won't rebuild. I don't know, 3/4 of what he had on the last channel.
I'm provoking them to kick me off all the time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you always have backup channels, right? So you're always pushing this shit out there. That's like you're pushing the envelope every single time. I walk the line, but you go all in, and then they bomb your channel. You go balls deep. You go balls deep.
Yeah,
it's like we're done with the show, and on YouTube, it's boom, it's gone.
It's not balls deep.
Is that personal experience? You got balls deep. I'm still waddling around.
I'm breaking pelvises, bro. It's like. But I'll tell you what, this is what's happening out there. This is why they can't stop us.
I asked YouTube why I get a strike for mentioning someone more than a few times, and Scott McKay can have 27 fucking channels. They didn't respond. They said they did respond. They sent me a message. They didn't respond publicly. They sent me a message and says, if you think there's a violation on his channel, maybe you should just report it. I don't report channels.
I know it because
do your job.
Researchers out there coming back and telling me. So these videos get lifted, and there's over 100 channels that as soon as this sucker's done,
here we go.
Grabbing it, boom, they're putting on their channels because
boom.
From it. And American Media Periscope told me about a week or two ago. They said we were doing some research on Patriot Street Fighter. They said there's over 100 channels out there that now are calling themselves Patriot Street Fighter. Now are they grabbing this stuff and putting it up? I don't know, but here's
over 100 channels. I doubt. There's probably 40 channels.
The thing. This is why they can't stop us. You guys have followers and they have channels. They instantly grab your stuff, put on the channels, and once that genie's out of the bottle, you can't even chase it down. So they can't stop us no matter what. They just can't.
No, the word's getting out there, and I really feel. I just had a good interview with Juanito today, and I think
Juanito.
Like,
don't forget I'm Spanish.
These next 3 months are going to decide everything, in my opinion. I think these next 3
months have been deciding everything in their opinions since November. It's decided, boys. We had an inauguration. It's been decided. These next 3 months are going to decide. These next 3 months are going to decide. Oh, it's going to be hot. It's going to be heating up. It's going to be a hot December. It's going to be a hot January. Oh, it's going to be a big February. Don't miss March or April, and don't forget about May and June and July. These next 3 months have been the 3 months that we're going to determine this forever. Since they started,
months are going to be I think, obviously this doesn't take years to get control over, but the next 3 months to me are a deciding factor on what's going to happen.
That's right. Mad March.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how you guys look at it.
Oh yeah. I talked to Juan a couple days ago. We talked for a long time, like 2.5 hours. It was crazy. But
we're coming up on a year past the election.
He was saying that within a couple days,
octagonal October.
He said America can't last much longer. He says a couple days to a week. Now we've heard these dates come and go, but when I look at Australia is blowing up. I'm like, watch Australia. How Australia goes, the rest of the world goes. And when they started locking down Australia, like a year ago, I'm like, we're gonna get that too. And sure enough, so I was like, come on, Australians, because I've been to Australia several times, and I love the Australians, and I have a lot of clients that are over there. We have a great time talking. But
so the problem is, like, we could come together over lockdowns and mandates and forcing people to do stuff and the rights they've taken away and all the stuff that they've done. We could come together over that, but they're going to use people like this. They're going to use people like this to discredit the movement. This would be the group. There'll be Jaco viewers or Scott McKay viewers that show up with a machete or a fucking show up with a tomahawk or show up with an AR and do something they can't take back, and then they'll use that to blame all of us and stop any movement.
But I was like, you guys need to kick it. Come on, I know you guys got it in you, because they're probably the easiest going people in the world. But I know them. I know that once they get kicked, like Americans, you kick them enough, they're going to come at you, and they're going to come at you like a friggin'
Are they marching with the citizens now? Like I heard something like that. Like there's massive protests and people are just losing their damn minds out there now, right? Like
the police are running from them now. The police were like, cracking heads and scaring them and stuff. They're done with the police. The police show up and start doing anything against the people because they're basically, that's an enemy now. So now we have an enemy because these guys at some point, they can keep playing these games, in the Ethernet and, you got to get this, and you got to do this. And everybody's like going along with it. At some point, people resist and they have to put boots on the ground. That's where the enemy is. So right now, the Aussies are putting their police out there, boots on the ground, and the Australians are kicking their asses.
That's freaking awesome, dude. I'm so glad you're telling us that because you've heard me say it here. This is what's going to happen. They're going to get
Angler Management. I haven't watched it. I'm sure he did some type of, it's on God's time, not Brad's time, and I'm just the messenger. And this is a war. Stuff changes all the time. It floats back and forth. It goes up and down, left and right. The normal bullshit.
If they're going to use law enforcement as their thugs to enforce these illegal mandates, it's only a matter of time. It's and you know what? Said this before. This is a defining moment for everybody in America. And
I could get behind that, Goddess. I could get behind Trump gave us the illusion of choice, and Biden's here to kind of seal the deal, to make something happen.
The world, but specifically America, because these people that choose, just like the doctors and nurses, that say I was just following orders.
I did see that, Sandy.
Say, you know what? I understand why you were clubbing heads of those people over there, my neighbors, because it wasn't your fault. That ain't going to work. That is not going to work. These people are like they talk about our back channel said these people will never be able to walk down the street again. That isn't just the big cabal powers. This is those guys who made a decision to oppress their fellow citizens in this time.
And there's doctors. I have a family doctor that basically, we don't really talk anymore because he gave my parents the shit ball, right? Twice. Yep. After I told him
he gave him the shit ball.
I said, I'm going to hold you accountable if you do this. He did it behind my back, dude. I am so fucking pissed. You have no idea. And I sent him video.
That sounds about right.
And he,
David.
Conspiracy, LOL. I think Scott just froze up.
Yeah. So I think that what's going to happen is more and more doctors.
Ooh, what's he doing to that straw?
And doctors.
That's illegal in some states. Probably not Texas.
They should have been the first ones.
Yeah.
They should have been the first ones to do that. Why are we doing this for them?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're on board. A lot of them are getting on board now. I mean, we've had a lot of.
He said, my fellow Americans. He just forgot the storm is upon us part. So that's the sign. He's got it. My fellow Americans. That's move. We're moving out, boys.
Doctors that have come forward and caught hell for it, and they were like us. We caught hell for speaking out. And now it's like there's more and more people speaking up. There's more and more people starting to stand up. So the back channels of the doctors now. They're passing stuff as I'm hearing and I'm seeing. They're passing information to each other because they know that they're being lied to. They're starting to finally start.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what any of us think. You got to prove it, and it hasn't been proven yet. It just hasn't been proven. Not beyond a reasonable doubt. It just hasn't been proven.
To see it, like all of us, a lot of, some people.
The audits raise the same questions. There's still no proof.
Real early in the game because we saw through this stuff, through our different ways of seeing stuff, because me being in the CIA, SEAL team, stuff like that, I saw through this stuff way back.
Freaking out because he did not say that.
So in the Hollywood circles, and Scott, you're in the back channels like I was, in the political realm. So we saw all this stuff. We've seen this stuff for years, and we're like, how are we gonna tell people about this stuff? And now here we are. So now,
what's up, Tony?
Really getting both barrels of information now. It's full on. It's coming at everyone hot and heavy. Everybody was like, oh, when people start to find this stuff out, they're going to be blown away. I don't think
No, there wasn't. There was proof of irregularity. There was proof of weird shit happening. There was proof of impropriety. You cannot tie Joe Biden to any of that.
And there's this heavy set black man at the paying, whatever he's paying for, but he's buying a bunch of candy and shit. He had an oxygen tank going into his nose with a mask on top of the hose right here. He had the mask with the hose over his ears into his nose. And I was like, this guy he's buying candy. He's got a mask on with an oxygen tank. And I asked him, I go, that'd probably work a lot better if you weren't wearing the mask. And he looked at me like if I had leprosy or if I was crazy. Like insane.
Or you were going to assault him.
We're dealing with.
Right. Exactly.
These people are on a whole different level, man. They're in a different paradigm. They live in a different reality. Period.
Yeah.
There's
Mike's Chad is gone. Way too far gone.
And to follow doctors without question. And a lot of these doctors, like we're talking about right now, they better come forward because like you're talking about, David, you're in big trouble when this stuff really starts to turn. If you're still pushing a bad agenda. I've been saying this for a while. People better own up to this stuff, or they're going to get pulled into the streets.
Oh yeah, when the pendulum swings the other direction, it's going to be really, really bad for these people. They're going to lynch their fucking family.
Wait. 54,000 votes were alleged as invalid by one company who has been claimed to have right-leaning ties. So that has to be verified. That has to be gone back through. They're going to send another company in there to say, no, they are valid. The establishment has already made claims that none of the processes the processes they used were not the same as the ones that they alleged that they used erroneously. So we have allegations now. Though that's not you can't just have one company come in and say, okay, 600,000 votes were let's say 50,000 were duplicate, 20,000 were never signed, 10,000 were dead people. The one company doesn't fix that. You realize that, right? Because all they're going to say is, oh, they lean right. They're Trump supporters. Now we got to have our company come do it. Or they have to disprove it themselves. One of the two. I don't know if you've seen I read right-leaning media. I also read left-leaning media. And